Hello, I am M. Yusuf D. Memon from Matiari. Today I teach you verb in parts of speech. Dear students, the word verb is derived from a Latin word verbum, which means a word, most important word. This is the derivation of the verb. Now I tell you the definition of the verb. What is the definition of verb? What is verb? Before I define it, please look at these 3 or 4 words. People eat mangoes in different ways. Eat. This is verb. People eat mangoes. The juice of mango is delicious. I have a mango garden. These are 3 words. These are verbs. These are verbs. People eat mangoes in different ways. This verb shows action. Now, the juice of mango is delicious. Here, the verb shows existence, state of being or occurrence. And I have a mango garden also. Here, the word have, which is a verb, shows possession. Action, existence or occurrence or state of being, and possession. These are the 3 things which a verb shows. So, keeping in these 3 things, we can define verb easily. A verb is a part of speech or any of a class of words expressing action, existence or state of being or occurrence or possession is called a verb. This is the definition. Any of a word class, any of a class of words expressing action, existence, state of being, occurrence, or possession is called a verb. This is the definition of the verb which we have made from these 3 words. Here I have written a passage. We have to find out verbs from this passage. People eat mangoes in different ways. Eat is verb. Now, some peel the skin off and chop the fruit into dice. Peel off, it is also verb. Peel off. This off is with this. Peel off. Chop the fruit. Some slice it. This is also a verb. Some slice it into 3 parts and scoop out. Scoop out. This is also verb. The fruit with a spoon. Others cut it. Cut is verb. In the middle and twist. Twist is a verb. And twist each half so that the fruit comes out. Comes is verb. Comes out. In 2 cups. Comes out in 2 cups. But many people enjoy the mango only one way. They bite is verb, enjoy is verb. They bite a hole at one end, press the mango. Press is verb. Press the mango with both hands and suck out. Suck out is verb. Suck out the juice. The juice of mango is delicious, is verb. I have a mango garden also. Have is also a verb. There are is verb. There are many mango trees. The garden is very beautiful, is verb. I am also fond of mangoes. Am is verb. These are the verbs which I have underlined in this passage. Now, verb is divided into 2 parts. Lexical or full verbs, auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. Lexical or full verbs, these are the main verbs which can stand alone in the sentence. And auxiliary or helping verbs, these are the verbs which are used with a main verb to make tense. Means these verbs help the main verbs. The lexical verbs are divided into 3 parts: transitive verb, intransitive verb, and linking verbs. What is a transitive verb? A transitive verb is that verb which has object. Look at the first sentence. People eat mangoes. Mangoes is object of the verb eat. People is a subject. This verb eat has object, so it is transitive verb. It is transitive verb. Some peel the skin. The skin is object, so the verb peel is transitive verb. And chop the fruit. The fruit is object of the verb chop. Chop is transitive verb. The juice of mango is delicious. Here is has no object. Means intransitive verb is that verb which has no object. It does not need object, but it needs a complement to complete the sentence. Is intransitive verb. Aim is intransitive verb. Means intransitive verbs are those which have no object. Now, linking verbs. These are the verbs which link the sentence. Means these are the verbs which have complement to complete the sentence. Is, am, are. Here, mango is delicious. The word delicious is a complement. So is linking verb. Am, is, are, was, were, seem, look, become, sound, smell, feel. I feel happy. Happy is complement. These are linking verbs. Taste, consider, suppose, realize, imagine, think, know, believe, trust, want, prefer, like, condemn, care, appreciate, regret, love, admire. All these verbs require complement. So they are linking verbs. Now, auxiliary verbs. Again, these verbs are divided into three parts: primary verbs, modal verbs, and semi modal verbs. The primary verbs are again divided into three: to be verbs, to do verbs, and to have verbs. To be verbs are is, am, are, was, were. These are to be verbs. And to do verbs are do, does, did. To have verbs are have, has, had. These are to have verbs. Primary verbs are divided into three parts: to be verbs, to do verbs, and to have verbs. Modal verbs: can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must. These are modal verbs. And semi-modal verbs: dared, needed, ought, used. These are semi-modal verbs. Means these are partially main verbs, lexical verbs, and partly modal verbs. So they are called semi-modal verbs. Now, kinds of verbs with respect to structure or construction. According to structure or construction, the modal verbs, the verbs are divided into three parts: simple verbs, compound and multi-word verbs, and complex verbs. Simple verbs are those which are only one word. He is a singer. Is one word. He sings a song. Sing is simple verb. Compound are multi-word verbs. She looks after her. Looks after. These are the verbs which have preposition or adverb. Verb plus preposition or adverb. Look after. Suck out. Suck out. Comes out. These are multi-word. Scoop out. These are multi-word verbs or compound verbs. And complex verbs. These are the verbs which consist of two or more words. I will have been reading a book. Will have been. Will have been. More than one word. An apple is being eaten. Is being eaten. Will have been reading. Reading is also verb. These are complex verbs. Means more than one words. These consist of more than one word. They are complex verbs. Again, you will have to learn about finite and non-finite verbs, dynamic, action, and stative or non-action verbs. Eat is finite and non-finite. These are the verbs which agree in number and gender with the subject. They are called finite verbs. And non-finite verbs are those which do not agree with the subject in number and gender. And dynamic action verbs, stative or non-action verbs. Eat, it is action verb. feel, and causative verbs, defective verbs, strong and weak verbs, regular and irregular verbs. These are the other kinds of the verbs which you should also learn about in next videos. Inshallah, I will teach these words one by one. Here I have given the introduction about the verb. Thank you very much.